off monitor and let's get started, dudes. Let's do it. We got this up, you know. Oh wait, what? No, monitor's back on. Oh, there we go. Aha! Now that I fixed that problem, we're streaming again. Let me test out Chatteroony, you know. Let's go test. Hoo hoo hee hee. I thought that. Test. Settings. Okay, let's Control C. Control V. Oh yeah. So we do this. We pause that and let's see, and then we scroll down a little. Test. There we go. Hold up. Okay, well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. We got some comfy beats by Lily Pichu, because I'm started getting into like the whole offline TV crew. Yeah. But we're here, and we're doing this. Yeah. This got views last time for some reason. We're back. I keep on. Where am I looking? Okay, so where am I? No, I'm looking right at the camera. Because that's me. I'm over here on my screen. I got my other monitor there. Yeah. Yeah. That should be good. And it's running 1080p. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised I'm getting 1080p. No frames dropped so far. Yeah. Well. Back. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So let's turn that down as we get real close to that mic. And start the read in. What do we got? Shrek spread? Oof, doesn't save my place, does it? I haven't read that one yet. I'm not a fan. I don't know. We're not there yet. Where are we? Biggie Cheese? Mr. Bombastic. So fantastic. Let's Control plus and F11 that up. Chapter 1, Backstage Boombastic. By very dead account. Sorry. Let's let's not open that up. Neutral Pav. That's second person, but okay. As you enter the backstage area, all you could see was a crowd surrounding a large figure. Everyone wanted to talk to Biggie Cheese. Luckily, one person moved their head so that you could catch a glimpse of him, and he looked back at you. Your whole body felt alive. He looked at you like the rest of the world has vanished. Yeah. No, no, this. I'm sorry. This ain't the right music. Let's BIGGIECHEES. My clicky keyboard. Hear that click. Hear it. Hear that click. With razor green switches. Yeah. Okay. You stood there in awe of his wonderful eyes. They shined like the stars above. You could feel your heart pounding, your face went bright red just thinking about the possibility that he might think you're cute. You went to a corner in the room and dropped down on the floor. You played on your phone until the crowd cleared up. You couldn't keep him off your mind. All you did on your phone was search, does Biggie Cheese have a girlfriend? Open your sketching app and doodle Biggie Cheese and listen to love songs. This was love, and you knew it for a fact. You turned on the Lion King's Can You Feel the Love in the Tonight and daydreamed the hours away. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, hold up. Biggie Cheese. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wowee. Ooh, ooh, look at him. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Emile from Ratatouille. Ooh, yes. I need to remember these images. Yeah. I'm gonna have to send those to a friend later to ruin their day or make it better depending on their... No, probably make it better because they enjoy the cursed image. Okay. Let's get back to the story. You got up and only a few people were there chatting with Biggie Cheese. You approached him, your body felt weak. He glanced again and your heart went boom. You might just explode. You finally got close enough to talk to him. You could barely speak, but finally made out a hi. My name is... Your name? May I have your autograph? He stared at you for a few seconds. Your face was gonna melt with blush. It was even more gorgeous in person. You want my autograph? He said. Yes, you replied. Where? He said in a sly tone. Then he winked right at you. Deep breath time. How far are we going? I didn't realize it was that long. Let's try to read this next part to the rhythm. Actually, that's a terrible idea. You see, it'll be different for me than you guys, because my mic has a bit of a delay, and I don't know how much the delay on my camera is. Yeah. I need to invest in higher quality stuff if I plan to do this more. Yeah. It's all about them deep, deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes you gotta take a step back and just... Why am I being so calm? I feel like this voice is either comforting or creepy. It doesn't matter which. Because I'm doing it for this curse, and it should either be comforting or the worst thing you've ever heard in your entire life. Sorry for breaking away so often, but... Chapter 2. The gold in his eyes. Cheese. By very dead account, sorry. Reader's POV. Point of view. The moment he winked at me, I felt complete. It was everything I had always hoped it could be, and more. My face was bright as a flame. I just couldn't believe he flirted with me. I replied to him finally, oh, I was just hoping you could sign this picture. He slowly placed his pen on my paper. His words caressed the page. Every second with him felt like forever. Biggie Cheese was my universe. I couldn't hold back a giant smile as he signed my paper. As he finished, he said, "Thank you," and walked away. I'm going to stop this before this video eventually gets down for copyright, because I bet this is 100%. Oh my god, the real Biggie Cheese posted this. And nothing else. Wowee. Oof. Oof. I kind of want to call him fake. Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. He would kill me. Oof. Oh, that does sound like one, but oh no, family and pets. Oh, don't want that. That's sadness. Don't want to give up. The haunted I'm getting on tangents. That's boring stuff. Oh, these are subscriptions. Okay, 3 years ago. I apologize for breaking away so often, but I haven't even got to get that Lo-Fi by Lily Pichu because it's not copyrighted. This is sad music. Way too sad. Why did I plan that idea? Okay. Yeah. I'm just checking the stream on the other page. Wait, 57 subscribers. Oh my god, wait, hold up. Oh, that's saddening. Someone unsubscribed. Ugh. I'll look into it later. Yeah. One watching now. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me turn on live chat so I can see everything. We are reading right now Biggie Cheese. The Golden Cheese Biggie Cheese X Reader. Chapter 2. The Gold in His Eye. I slowly got into my car. Although I was pleased with his flirting, I still felt unsatisfied. If only I could see him again. I glimpsed down at the paper and I felt overwhelmed. Here's what it said. Biggie Cheese, 949 290 1840. He gave me his number. I went home and climbed into bed. I knew tomorrow would be a good day. I should drink some water. I am parched. I'm sorry I have to leave right now to drink water, but hydration is important. And it's my fault for not preparing. Enjoy the chill beats. Hello. And thanks for tuning in. Let us get on with the story after I lock my door. Don't want anyone looking, mostly because it would be awkward to explain to my mom that I'm reading aloud. And my dad, well, I already told him because I told him it got me more views than other stuff I stream. Maybe it's just the variety I need to aim for. Either way, this is fun. Let's get on with the story. About how a girl named blah 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 that adored me. So we started talking, getting familiar. Planning, building a future. Or wait, no, nope, that is Biz Marquis, just a friend. Why am I singing that? Other than the fact that it's a good song. Irregardless, or regardless, irregardless, who cares? I'm a reader, not a writer. Well, I'm not that good a reader, but nevertheless, let's get on with it. As I talk smoothly, I don't know how smooth this is. It's not as smooth as I would hope. Maybe if I talk like this with the mic on a desk. That is worse. Considerably worse. Let us continue. I apologize for the constant stopping. I just don't plan ahead. Chapter 3. The Ringing of Love. Still by very dead account. Sorry. Reader's point of view. I woke up. It was 6:30 in the morning. Anticipation filled my body. I immediately reached for my phone. I dialed a number. Each time I pressed a new button, I felt more and more excited. It rung. It rung again. I began to quake as I felt my body stiffen. He answered. He told me how his morning went, while I gasped for air. And I then said, while stuttering intensely, "Hey, Biggie Cheese, we should go out for Italian food sometime." He only laughed, but in a welcoming way. "Oh, Missy, don't you know, I'm a busy man. I might make some room for you, though." I didn't know if I should laugh or cry. At least the chance was still there. "Okay, well, text me when you've made up your mind," I replied, with a change of tone in my voice. Southern. Sorry. Oh, we lost our viewer because I'm that bad. Oof, I apologize for being this cursed. And also getting up many times and just stopping and talking to their non-existent audience that's there. And we're 20 minutes in, so by now anyone who is watching the recording of this has stopped watching by 2 minutes. Or maybe skipped around and saw this part. If so, hi, how you doing? Smiling feels unnatural right now. It's weird. I feel just as if whispering the mic needs this kind of eyebrow movement as I talk. I didn't know if I should laugh or cry. At least the chance was still there. I finished that, okay. It was less horrified, but a bit displeased. Nonetheless, I decided to keep my cool. I said, "Bye, Biggie." And before I could hear a response from here, I hung up, sweating all over myself. I can't believe I just said that. The only thing left to do was to wait for him to text me. I sat down on the couch and turned on the cooking show. This was where I would stay until he replied. Ooh. Messages. Biggie. Love heart. Emoji. Ooh. Details. Let's go to dinner. Sent from Biggie. Of course, I'd love to. Sent from you. Good. We should eat at the restaurant by your place. Look your best. I'll show you why they call me Biggie Cheese. Well, who wouldn't want to look their best around you? Wow, you're quite the flattery. Huh? It's a shame I gotta get ready now. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. A wink. I don't care. But, Biggie uses an Android. Or this is before iMessage. I don't know. Reader's point of view. I haven't even read it. Chapter 4. It's about time. Wow, I sat on the couch for nearly a lifetime, or at least that's what it felt like. The cooking show I was watching was captivating and all, but even at the most interesting parts, all I knew was Biggie Cheese. I felt a vibration next to me. It was my phone going off. I immediately turned it on to see who it was, or if it was him. Maybe he decided to reply. The screen was illuminated with only a few simple words. Let's go to dinner. I leapt from my couch and danced around the room. This was my chance. I would no longer be that one friend who could never get a date. Now I'll be dating the most popular rapper of my time. I felt the tears dwell in my eyes. I always knew he was the one. With all this excitement, I almost forgot to reply. After at least 20 minutes of pondering, I found the right words to use. Of course, I'd love to. I got up and put on my nicest outfit. I couldn't mess up this life-changing opportunity. As I got dressed, we continued chatting. He told me which restaurant he'd like to go to and what he was going to wear. I, of course, responded with only the most obvious crap ever. This must be what falling in love feels like. I feel so helpless, so weak, yet it feels so good. Ooh, seems like this gets a bit spicy. Water. I feel like every move I do has to be nice and slow to keep the mood. The deep breaths probably make this real creepy. Which is perfect. Forget about that. Let's get into the story. Chapter 5. The Kiss. Reader's point of view. Which one was better, the delectable pasta I had for dinner, or Biggie Cheese's tongue pressing against my neck? Maybe both. I know how it all happened. Nonetheless, I can't stop reliving it in my mind. Each time I think about it, it feels better and better. So here I go again. Flashback time, baby. Wowie. It started when I arrived at the restaurant and my eyes locked with his. His eyes were like a starry night sky. One day, I hope to sit under that sky, him by my side. I may be poetic, but without him my words would be empty. Although I had already felt good the last couple of days, at that moment, I felt complete. My throat is sore. Water. Then I did it. I had a realization. I had already been here. The moment I met him, I reacted exactly like this. I needed to pull myself together, so that's what I did. I closed my eyes and held my breath. Then I took a step forward, then more, until at least I reached his table. I sat down and he grinned at me. He said, "Hello there." "Someone's looking nice tonight," in a flirty tone of voice. I had to keep up with his. "It must be you then," I hesitantly replied. He shrugged it off a little. I could tell. Not like I blame him, though. He probably hears those kind of compliments every day. I needed to be different. I needed to try harder. That's when it happened. We hadn't even ordered yet I found myself leaning forward. My eyes were closed until I reached as far as I could across the table. When I opened them, fearing what I would see, that was a mistake. What I saw was him reaching his hand out and grabbing my chin. He pulled me in for a quick kiss before letting me go and awkwardly looking away. We were both speechless. "That was my first kiss, you know," I said. "It was mine, too," he responded. His voice carried honesty and trust. I was telling him to let it out, and that was the only reason. His response, on the other hand, carried shame and fear. I could see it in his eyes, even when he was looking as far away as he could. I felt guilty for whatever reason. I took a breath and checked out the menu. The pasta sounds good. I think oh no, we're not. One more. Oh. We are both hurting. Okay. Well. Oof, that's a bit loud, is it not? Oh well. Chapter 6. We're both hurting. Reader's point of view. I told the waitress my order, as did Biggie Cheese. So far the date was going bad. As I know now, that changed. He finally looked at me after such a long silence. I guess technically it was still silent. It's just that his eyes spoke for him. They were full of wonder he couldn't express to anyone. I wanted him to express it to me. "Biggie," I was quickly cut off. "No, I can tell when you're worried. Your name. You're just gonna apologize or make some stupid excuse. Look, you did nothing wrong. It's me," he said. I couldn't even process his words. I had to step back in. "No, it's not you." "Yes, it is," he said, with tears in his eyes. I felt his agony. It was how I felt without him. By then, he was already gone. He had got up and ran to the bathroom. I couldn't chase after him. I needed to think of how to handle this. Before I knew it, my pasta had arrived. It was hard to eat with everything going on, but it was so tasty, I couldn't resist. As for Biggie's food, I told the waitress to put it in a box and keep it somewhere safe. She opposed at first, but I offered to pay her extra. Biggie's food was now in good hands, but Biggie wasn't. After finishing my pasta, I rushed to the bathroom. There was only one bathroom and it was gender neutral. He had to be in there, right? I softly knocked on the door. He opened it, but only a tiny bit. He peeked at me and let me in. Even then, he was distant. I had to settle this. Oh, I can tell readership drops from 300 to 100. That's sad. One comment from 3. As the chapters go on. Chapter 7. Please don't stop now. You know what's happening. I'm gonna regret reading about it. Reader's point of view. I grabbed his hand and looked into his eyes. What's wrong? What's wrong? Calmly inquired. Sorry. What's wrong? I calmly inquired. I've never been intimate with anyone before. I'm used to doing stuff with people the day I meet them. Fucking 5 girls in a night. I'm used to people just wanting me for sex, and I began to accept it. When you kissed me for the first time, I felt like someone wanted me for who I was, and not for my fame, good looks. I've never built a relationship with anyone. Building this up was so different and new. Please don't stop now. I cut him off with a kiss, but this one was more passionate. We continued kissing until his mouth moved down to my neck. I held back moans and let him take the lead. I never expected this good. This good? Why am I inserting words? This is what I read it for, right? The cursed Biggie cheese stuff? I've read worse, but never aloud. And I've only read it to have it in my library. Oh well, let's get back into it, just like they're getting into it. And intimate. I'm sorry, I have to stop for how bad that joke was. But this one was more passionate. We continued kissing until his mouth moved down to my neck. I held back moans and let him take the lead. I never expected this. Things escalated a little more, but overall, that was it. We left the bathroom. I gave him his dinner. Before I left, I said, "Have sweet dreams, Biggie. I'll see you around." He smiled and said, "You too." Flashback end. The end. Last updated 3 days before my birthday in 2016. Wow. Let's Wow. What a good story. I have dropped not a single frame. That's pretty good. Well, I'll admit I got more views last stream. It's nicer this way, you know? Now I'm gonna get lo-fi live things in the background. Wow. Maybe it's because I have this. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry you have to get so close to the mic. It now seems like it's... Yeah. A bit quieter. I apologize. Let's continue this story. We started it last time. Chapter 2 by Dadu Shrek of Shrek X Woody. Shrexy. As soon as their eyes met, Shrek knew. He knew Woody was the one. He didn't know how. He knew. But he just did. Maybe it was the way he stumbled on a swamp rock and looked up, cheeks red and stuttering from embarrassment. "You're my favorite deputy," he whispered. And Shrek helped him up, and their faces were centimeters apart. They gazed deeply into each other's eyes for what felt like forever, until Shrek muttered, "Fuck it," and threw himself at Woody. Their mouths locked, and there was an instant connection. Woody melted into Shrek. The kiss got more and more intense until Shrek's was basically sucking Woody's whole face. Oh. It's not that bad. Time passes. Shrek inserts his dong into Woody's pristinely clean asshole. He wasn't lying about how smooth it was. Shrek loves an honest man. Oof! Woody wails out in pain. "Is this too much for you, hun?" Shrek doesn't want to hurt him. Yeehaw, this feels even better than when I'm riding my horse through a hoof. Woody can't finish his sentence. Woody climaxes. Shrek pulls his stick out of Woody's ass and turns him around, firmly yet not violently, and pushes it down his throat. Woody is dumbfounded. Where did Shrek learn to have Shreks like this? He managed to choke out a sentence. "There's a snake in my throat." How many? There's 5. Well, seems like I'll have to have 5 streams. Hey, what in the archive? Nothing. Reading lists? Nothing. Oh, I'm still at EO Gaming here. We are approaching 40 minutes. I can archive certain things like archive. Basically, all my friends' stories are being archived. That one's maybe one day we'll get there. Shrek and bread. After a word from our sponsor, Agua. God, I said that so badly. Thank you. I need to get a mic stand. Oh, what if I were to? Well, how is this? My dudes and dudettes. Actually, no, this isn't as good, is it? No, this is better. I can't put it on the computer. Well, let's get in. I didn't realize it was that long, too. Oh, it's too popular. It's too popular. Way too mean. That's actually... I'm sorry. That's a... Oh, it's a... Michael... and... Lily. That's why I was talking about first kiss.
Just
matches well with our fanfiction stories. It all started with me getting into Michael Reeves, and now I'm going down the rabbit hole watching Saikuno and Disguised Toast. Who knows how far? What's next? Scarra? Sully Pichu? Pokemans. No Pokemans yet. Although she moved out of the offline TV house. Oh wow. She's on that list. What's Yvonne? Wait, Saikuno's not. I don't need to be figuring out who's in this. Yeah. I've gotten way off track. I apologize for that. Yeah. What has less views? These are not very archived, are they? Oh, wow. We didn't finish this, did we? Donald Trump and John Oliver. You know, maybe not that. John Oliver couldn't get that man out of his mind. He was reminded of a face by everything he saw. A melting waxwork, an angry baby, a rotisserie ham. There was just no escaping him. There was no escaping the Donald. But then John thought maybe he didn't want to escape. The thought was so dangerous he pushed it aside. Ever since they met back in the spring of '07, under the twinkling lights of Trump Tower, John Oliver had never been able to shake the memory of that tenacious tycoon. Donald grew on him like he was mildew, and John was bespoke countryside farmhouse, bought for renovation by an ambitious middle-aged couple. It hadn't been love, but it had been something. Now Donald had bought HBO, and everything was unraveling. The very show that John worked for was in the baby fingers of his rival. His obsession. John called his assistant Cletus murder, popping his or her head briefly into the office. Your new boss is coming in 5 minutes. Cletus informed him before disappearing. John Oliver took a deep gulp from his cold glass of water and studied his breath. His hands were shaking like crisp autumn leaves in the breeze of Erdington, his hometown. There was something about Donald that reminded him of home, and also of meatloaf. Gotta turn it down because it's words. Suddenly, the door opened, and as doors are wont to do, in stepped Donald. He stood as tall as a 1.88 meter tree. I'm guessing that's just his height. No, that can't be 188. That's like 5'11", 6 foot, 5'10". That feels like weirdly tall for me to imagine Trump. I don't know. I always thought he was kind of short, or like slightly below average. Now I need to know. I feel bad. This is what I do. He's 6'1". He is 6'1". How tall are the presidents? That Obama? How tall was he? Is he taller than Trump or short? Obama was a tall dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I never realized how tall. And his melting orange body was encased in the cocoon of a luxurious Trump suit. Everything about him just exuded luxury, decadence, and anger at specific minority subsets. The breath hitched in John's throat, just like it had in 07, just like it had the first time. Donald's pale lips curled into the smirk of a fraternity member who had just logged into his friend's Facebook account and made an unintentionally transphobic status. John wanted to tell him. He wanted to tell him so badly everything. The Twitter controversy, the Trump bashing segment, the Drumpf hashtag. It hadn't been a call to arms, it had been a cry, no, a beacon, calling Donald to him like a moth to a magnet, designed specifically to attract moths. Everything he had done, it was all for Donald. Instead, he said, "Hello." Donald frowned like the sort of suburban mum with an SUV, coupons, and sporting sunglasses who demands to have a word with your manager. He should tell him how he felt. He should confess, but that would be almost as unwise as electing Donald for president. This must be pre-2016. "I like your hairpiece," whispered John, rising from his chair, although his legs felt as weak as Donald Trump's entire. I apologize for the interruption. Yeah, yeah, it's my bad. Let's continue on. "Thanks," Donald replied with the mouth movements of a Star Wars puppet. He wanted him so much, but he couldn't date his boss. He would be fired, and that would be too great a price to pay. That is a glorious line. The two men stood apart from one another, like two lampposts, who were also standing apart from one another. They were so close, a static electricity fizzed between their suits. Donald's made of silk, John made of polyester or something. "Nice glasses," Donald said with a voice like a gremlin eating an entire unpeeled grapefruit whole. 4 eyes. John's heart leapt up like Trump's approval ratings among the sort of people who used the words like Muslimic and thought Mindy Kaling was black. Ooh, what? No, stop. I was looking at the Juve Insurance one. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Oh my god. Not with the rate I'm reading it. there was just sort of a rich decadence to their chemistry. And my god, what chemistry it was. It was the sort of chemistry that Bill Nye was prone to weep silently as he stared at something like a sunset or a nice lobster. Tortellini? Oh, I'm in Spanish too. Beginning of Spanish too. I've only done Spanish one, and it's not Spanish, it's like Italian, French? I don't know. Tortellini. I'm just gonna say it like that. Tortellini. I'm just gonna call it a tortoise, yeah, like a nice lobster tortoise. Yes, thought John. This felt right. In fact, it was the same sort of chemistry that had drawn John to Donovan back in that fateful spring of '07. He remembered the way his hand had curled around the Donovan's cocktail sauce-esque fingers, gripped in a professional handshake. But there was nothing professional about the way John had been feeling. The spark that had ignited between them was enough to total a hydrogen balloon in a fiery inferno, killing hundreds. Hot. So hot. Too hot. Burning hot, like it seriously, jeez. I love the metaphors in this, it's amazing. What snorted Donald? With a coin, sexy laugh, like a hairdryer on a really high setting being turned repeatedly on and off. Too scared to say something? Hold on, this says... Oh well. It says I'm watching the birthday drinking stream by Lily Pichu. I'm listening to her comfy beats. That's her other channel. That doesn't even make sense as a thing. I apologize for getting off track again. I do that all too often. What snorted Donald with a coin sexy laugh, like high hairdryer on a really high setting, being turned repeatedly on and off, too scared to say something? John felt a hot flush come over his face. He looked roughly like a 1970s newspaper cartoon of literally any politician under the age of 45. Both at this moment and just in general, Donald was claiming ownership of his heart, like he was at Dunberg Golf Club. Yes, he yearned to say. Yes, I want to say something, but I'm too scared. Too scared of the consequences. Say something, you limey, Donald taunted. Retort like you're so fond of doing on American premium cable and satellite television networks. John's mind raced for a decent insult such as the kind he usually dished out, like American restaurateur Guy Fieri dished out carbohydrate-based meals. Your hair looks like it houses a small microcolony of wasps, John whispered, taking a step closer to his boss, his foe, his desire, his Donald. You know he was testing Donald, testing his patience, testing his restraint, testing his limits. Wasps? Asked Donald, like white Angelo. Oh my god, no. I had a second song playing in the background. That's not good. You know why? I could get copyright strike now. I'm already gonna do that because I played the Big E Cheese Mr. Bombastic by someone else, but you know, who cares? Whatever. Like white Anglo-Saxon Protestants? He shrugged. Okay, sure. Fine. No, John said saucily. I meant wasps, as in the insects. Donald's eyes grew as wide as they were able, about 2 millimeters, and he cried, "But wasps are half black and half yellow," John enunciated dangerously. Something had ignited in Donald, something other than flagrant bigotry and a thirst for power. No, this was a thirst for something quite else. This was a thirst for love. But Donald drew back. Something was stopping him. "What's wrong?" John whispered. Donald shook his head. He couldn't do this. "You have dark hair. You have a distinctive accent. Say it," said John skeptically, folding his arms. "Say it out loud." Donald hissed, his voice trembling with apprehension and betrayal. "Mexican." What? What? I'm sorry, that actually kind of caught me off guard a decent amount. What? Nah, no. Okay. I'm gonna try moving things around. Okay. What if I do that? No, it doesn't work the same. I'm sorry. I'm moving it back that way. Okay, so you gotta see me change up my stream format. This one works fairly well. "I'm not," said John slowly, "but honestly, would it be such a problem if I was?" John did not really care much for racism. It was like a water polo on the 1987 drama film, or Danish drama film, Babette's Feast. He didn't really like it that much. And to be with someone like Donald, someone so primitively bigoted, would be a bit like dating a man who liked water polo, or the 1987 Danish drama film, Babette's Feast. Inconvenient. But the hard-nosed nod of inconvenience. "Donald," John whispered, "I don't care if you're a racist much. I don't care that you want to date your daughter or that your eyes look exactly like your mouth. Wait, what? All I care about," John goes passionately, "is my love for you. It has crippled me as strongly as your policies might one day cripple America. It has sobered me. It has made me changed. A changed man." Thought it was a spider, sorry. "So take me, Donald Trump. Take me as I am, a man who looks oddly like a stock image photo of a dissatisfied employee at a high street bank." And that was it. John's heart was out there for Donald to take or leave as he saw fit. Like it was just another business endeavor or a wife or something. Trump looked at John and pointed at him with trembling index finger. Then, whisper, as subtle as the sound of a caravan full of microwaves and a trash compactor, he whispered the two fateful words that John's soul craved so viscerally. "You hired." Tweeted to Donald Trump. Oh. I think I will, leave it there. As I talk normally into the mic. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream there. Oh, my throat is tired. It has been a long hour of just talking. Well, anyone tuning in or watching me now, thank you for your time, and I will see you all later. Good night, and if you're watching this tomorrow, have a great day. If you're watching this at all, just have a good one, goodbye, and thank you for tuning in, whoever do this.